Alright, so this one is a pretty special one for me. So today we're going to be covering the topic that really started it all for me, and that's going to be learning how to recover files from a formatted SD card on your Windows 10 computer. So let's get started. Now, actually, real quick before we get started, I have to pump the brakes a little bit and cover two things really quickly. So first, I wanted to address a popular method that has been circulating around on the internet for quite a while and is one that I've actually talked about before, and that is by using CMD to recover files. So it essentially uses two main commands, using CHKDSK and an attribute or atribb command inside of CMD to recover files. And while it's technically not wrong to do that, it is slightly misleading. See, the CHKDSK command is really only applicable to fixing broken file systems or entire drives that won't respond. And so while those two commands and that entire method does have its place in file recovery, this and what we're covering today in this topic, which is formatted SD cards, is an entirely different beast. And speaking of deleted and formatted data, the second thing that I wanted to cover is going over exactly what a formatted or deleted file actually is. So when you delete files or even format your entire SD card, for example, the files aren't 100% gone or removed from the drive. At least not yet. Rather, all of that data that was deleted from the drive becomes marked by the computer as available real estate, if you will, for new files to come in down the pipe and overwrite them. As long as a file that's deleted remains intact and not overwritten by other files, then they're still waiting there either to be completely deleted, aka overwritten, or revived and brought back out of deletion, which is really just a fancy way of saying they're hidden by the computer until you want them back. And so really what we can do is exploit this to our advantage and use file recovery software to get our files back completely intact as though they never left. But with that being said, time is of the essence, so I would encourage you to watch this tutorial all the way through, use all the steps, and follow me completely so that you have the best chance of recovering your files right now. So what is the best method for recovering files? I've talked about a lot of them in my day, but one of the best ones that I always use and come back to is using file recovery software. And of course, the one that I like best and use all the time is a software called DiskDrill. So DiskDrill is an all-in-one recovery suite that's one of the best file recovery software solutions in the industry. It combines refined power with ease of use, making it my first choice and recommendation for you guys. And you can get started with DiskDrill and recovering up to 500 megabytes of files for free by using the link to the official DiskDrill website in the description below. Now, once you've downloaded and installed DiskDrill, then go ahead and open it up. And at this point, if you have not already, go ahead and connect the SD card that you want to scan that has your missing files on it to your computer. Then once it's connected, it will show up in the main window of DiskDrill, which is known as the disk list. This is where all the drives connected to your PC will show up, and all of which can be scanned for missing files. So let's go ahead and start the scan. Go ahead and select your SD card, choose your scan method, then hit search for lost data. So now, of course, depending on the size of your SD card and the amount of files it's missing, this will probably take a little bit of time. So I'm going to come back to you guys once it's finished and we'll pick up from there. Okay, so once the scanning process is finished, you can review all the files that were found by clicking this button right here. Now, reviewing them is very simple. They're organized into a Windows Explorer-esque type of file structure that makes the process very easy. You can search for them by name, by category on the left-hand side, or by the folder structure in the middle. But either way, once you've found the files that you're looking for, go ahead and put a check mark next to them. Then click Recover, and choose the location that you want DiskDrill to save the files to. Now again, just like I mentioned in the beginning of this tutorial, we're trying to prevent overwriting the files. So instead of exporting the files to your SD card, for example, you're going to want to export them to somewhere that you're not trying to recover to. So typically I like to choose my desktop. It's just a nice, quick, easy, and accessible place to go to export all my files. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to select my desktop so that I don't risk overwriting any of them at all. And then just click OK. And DiskDrill will export all the files that were found to your desired location. And then you can go ahead and open up the file location, and all of your files will be there waiting for you. So there we go. That is how you recover deleted files from a formatted SD card on a Windows 10 computer. I'm so excited to have this tutorial in the books. Again, it's one of the first tutorials I ever made surrounding file recovery on one of my old YouTube channels back in the day. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got a lot of value out of it. And if you did, always be sure to leave us a like down below. And also be sure to leave me a comment down below, just letting me know what you thought of the video, if it was helpful, or if you're having trouble, then you can let me know as well. I always enjoy reading your guys' comments all the time. But that's going to be it for this video. My name is Andrew, and until next time, thank you for watching.